Right, we're back on the boat in part 11 of FireRed, and this might be interesting to see how this commentary goes now, given that I can't remember much of what's happening in this part. So, yeah. I'm Josie. Hello.
Hello everyone.
Yeah. Anyway, this is where I'm continuing to do my go in all the rooms and see if anyone's got anything worth stealing. Because, you know, stealing things from people is a good thing, eh, game?
Harry, you bloody chav.
Damn.
The one thing it seems to display in all of the Pokémon games, going to someone's house and just nick everything.
Yeah, but to be honest, that's basically every RPG ever.
Yeah, like Link, for example, breaking everyone's pops.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in like Link's it's Link's Awakening.
How do I
You go in through the shop and you get something and you try and distract the shopkeeper and you run around in circles, and then once he's distracted you can run out the shop and you can steal something, I think like any item that's in there. And then once you go back in there, he's like, "You're a thief, why have you done this?" And he like electrocutes you to death. He's like, "Thieves must be punished."
You know what that kind of reminds me of? You know in Mario 64 in Lethal Lava Land, there's that one level with the eyeball thing that as you run in circles it starts spinning and exploding.
Yeah.
I imagine like a shopkeeper being like that, and so once you've run in circles around it a few times it explodes and so it can't see you nicking anything. Anyway, Growlithe. What do we think of Growlithe?
Awesome.
Pretty cool design.
Yeah, I really like Growlithe.
Yeah.
Although the thing with Growlithe is it's a really good design, but whenever I play this game I've got Charizard on my team, so I don't really...
Which makes it look inferior. Like,
well, it's not even that, it's the fact that I've got a fire type, so
yeah.
I don't really need another one. Although saying that, I did sort of have two...
It doesn't make it look as good as Charizard as a fire type, basically.
No.
He was going to be a legendary, wasn't he?
Originally Arcanine was.
Yes, because that's why it's called a legendary Pokemon.
Yeah, that's
It was going to be Moltres, wasn't it? But then it got like, they thought, why not make them all birds? And it was something like that.
Something like that.
Something
it was
along those
originally
lines.
conceptualised as a legendary.
Yeah.
And it has got that sort of legendary look to it, Arcanine, so it could have worked, but I suppose they just wanted... They probably had already designed the birds, to be honest, and they didn't want it to be a bit legendary heavy. If only Gen 4 took that sort of logic.
Same for Gen 5.
Yeah.
Gen 3 sort of went along those lines as well, though.
The thing with Gen 3 is that, yeah, there were a lot of legendaries still, but at least they all sort of looked legendary. Like, you think you got the main
compared to
three.
Gen 4.
They were good legendaries.
Yeah, because
the Heatran shouldn't have been legendary. I would have preferred that to be just rare.
Yeah, like... And, like, with Gen 4 as well, you've got Manafi and Fiona and that, and like...
I don't even count Fiona as a legendary.
Well, it's related to one, so I suppose it sort of is.
But you can breed so many of it, so...
Yeah, I suppose. It's unnecessary either way. But there's that, and then on top of that we've got Shaman. Like, what's the point of Shaman?
I don't like Shaman.
No, it's just
Darkrai and Cresselia are all...
The best legendary is Arceus in like Gen 4.
I like Arceus. Yeah. I know a lot of people didn't like Arceus for being like the overpowered god Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I think it's, as long as they only do that once, they're alright.
Yeah, that's
if
fine.
We get any
it sort
more,
of fit the theme as well, like time, space, universe and everything like that.
As long as we don't get loads of like overpowered, like ridiculous Pokemon, because what that would do, that would cheapen Arceus, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, here's a pussy.
With a Pidgeotto.
Yep. And I've got Dick out. I remember this, by the way. Yeah.
It's still contradictory how it's a dick yet it's female.
Yeah. It's not Mara.
It might be Lady Gaga.
Of course.
Here we go. Yeah. Anyway, it's just confusion thing because it's the only actual damaging move that Dick has at the moment.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Go on, Dan, you go Pidgeotto. Was it Black and White the first ones to start closing their eyes in the animation?
Yeah, it was like when they were asleep, they closed their eyes.
Because like here, it's supposedly asleep, like when it wasn't.
Like, you can clearly see that its eyes open.
Unless it's like one of these horror film sort of things where it's asleep but it's got its eyes open and it just sort of stares.
The Pidgeot of Doom.
Yeah. Oh, my dick grows.
Oh,
that joke
22 inches, you say? That's a bit too long.
Yes. Oh, go on out, Steve.
You're gonna kill it, aren't you?
Whoa!
the Rattakin's out. Stephen, you're gonna kill it, aren't you?
Stephen
yeah.
always
Oh
knew you
yes,
was
I was
fairy.
going to bring that up because apparently, according to some people, Raticate dies
Well,
because you never see it again.
Yeah.
on his-
Plus,
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Lavender Town theory.
yeah, plus the next time we see him, he is in the memorial
More,
tower.
yeah, and he's
Although,
like praying
I
for
think-
sex with Rattata.
That is probably looking too far into things, though.
Yeah.
Given that Pokemon and continuity don't tend to get on.
Still, it's always nice to think that you possibly killed.
I don't know why people put too much thought into Lavender Town though. I just think it's a town where it's like ghosts. So I don't
awesome,
think too
though.
much
Yeah.
about it really.
Yeah, but
I like the
theme in
theories.
the original is
But-
amazing.
But
Yeah.
didn't you hear this one guy had a haunted game cartridge?
Oh yeah, creepypasta. Oh.
So it's like video game creepypasta is awful even by creepypasta standards.
Yeah.
Like the fact that there's so many of them, and like fair enough, some of them are troll ones, but there are some people who write these and they think they've wrote a seriously good bit of fiction and that, and no,
Yeah.
you haven't.
Didn't you send me one of like Sonic the Hedgehog? It's like I don't want to live anymore, and he like jumped off a cliff or something. No, it's like
Well-
Tails. It was like Sonic Heroes.
Oh,
Tails
yes, I
died first,
remember
and
that.
then Knuckles died at some area. He's like, go on without me. And then Sonic's like, I'm not gonna kiss a girl. I've got no friends. I might as well just kill myself. Well, he didn't exactly say that, but he just jumped off a cliff. I was like, what?
I still
So random and stupid.
ones I think are really good.
There's
are
no
the-
context into it.
are
at
the
all.
Mega Man ones that Slowbooth was reading out on his channel a while back.
Oh,
Right. Like, but yeah. Anyway, Wall Tutu. Is this the first time this has been Wall Tutu? I can't remember.
I think so.
Yeah. Wall Tutu is a kind of interesting design, like on its own. But when
I
you
like
compare
it.
but when you compare it to other, like the others in itself,
He didn't evolve his Squirtle because it was like, well, he has now, but
Yeah.
like when you met him on the bridge because he was level 18, wasn't it?
Oh right.
Yeah, he didn't evolve it yet.
He suddenly realised
Yes.
Yeah.
maybe having it hold an Everstone wasn't a good idea.
No, just commanding it to throw a rock at someone. But yeah, in terms of its evolution line though, it is basically just Squirtle with elf ears and a bigger
It
tail.
is.
Yeah.
But you still like it,
The
though.
darker blue.
And it's got teeth.
Yeah.
I think Blastoise's Mega Evolution is quite cool, even if
Oh,
it's just
that's
extra cannons. It
amazing,
just
yeah.
looks like a beast, doesn't it? It's just
Yeah.
got like
Oh,
3
okay.
cannons. It's like, yeah, you don't want to fuck with me, bitch.
It can shoot things from 6 miles away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll roll with it.
Mm.
Yeah. And all I will say though is I don't want to know how many Wall Turtles were harmed in the making of Mega Ampharos. That tail is basically the same.
Oh yeah, I get it.
And the hair.
Yeah.
Hey, Ampharos is fabulous.
Yeah, he's worth it.
I've got a few of those Mega Evolutions. Have you got the Kangaskhan Knight
I
yet?
haven't. The only ones I've got are the ones it gives to you, which
Oh right,
which
I've got all those. The only one I haven't
Gengarite.
got yet is Scissorite and the 2 starters,
right.
Mega Evo stones.
Yes.
I have to get it from that guy in Limonite.
Scissorite is where one
I
of
know it's behind the bomb. That's
Abominus now, yeah.
I didn't think to look there.
Oh, that's
So,
fair enough.
Please though, Mawile has become one of the most overpowered Pokemon there is now. Because its attack stat increases when it Mega Evolves, and
when,
it's got huge power, which doubles that, and it's legitimately got the highest attack in the game.
Oh, bloody.
You know what? I went on that Wonder Trade and I traded a Flababy, I think it's called like that, and I went on the Wonder Trade and I got a Gibble in return.
Yeah.
Now all I have to do now is just train it up and just put the Mega Evo Stone on it
Yeah.
and just get Mega.
And you have Garchomp,
Garchomp,
which
yeah.
is broken as hell anyway.
Yeah,
so
I
they
know,
decided
it's
to
just
make
made it
more
over
powerful.
broken.
There's said
Yeah.
to be a future event where you can get AZ's Floetta.
Oh, right.
Oh
Cool.
yeah, I saw the.
it's got
That was a
Black
good ending
Flower.
though when I included him. In
Yeah,
that.
that's the best ending of any main series
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon game.
Yeah. To be honest though, in my opinion, it did seem a bit Disney-ish at the end.
I still
No,
like
okay.
It did.
I thought
It's
it's cool.
just like everything's good. Everyone lives every happily
I mean-
ever after,
But that's
and then you presume that tame flare is like dead. Like it's like they have those gruesome deaths in like Disney movies. They're meant to be like for kids, and like you've seen them in there. Like how they die is a bit off.
The thing is, though, is that when you beat Lysander.
From what I remember, I mean, like
when you beat Lysander, apparently in Y, because it's Yveltal, the Pokemon of Destruction, he threatens to kill you with the ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
Whereas in X, he threatens you with immortality to let you live out your life watching everything else die before
I think that's
you.
more.
So
That's kind of
I've got to
worse.
point this out here. The guy who's been seasick.
Oh,
Yeah. So you help him out when he's feeling seasick. He gives you a cup headshot. Now, am I
I think
gonna
that's
do
fair.
something in sec? Yes. Yuck.
Everyone has done it.
Yeah, that's kind of gross. Yeah, what am I gonna teach cut to?
Just like it's me.
Yeah. It's gonna be you, Chris. Enjoy yourself. You can afford to lose.
Can you evolve it into Blossom in this version? Because this is after like Gen 2, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, you can post game.
Yeah.
Like you can't
So-
before you got the national.
Yeah.
Dex,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
She's kind of
it's like,
a shame.
no, this is Generation 1,
Yeah.
and it will remain that way.
Yeah, it's like it's funny whenever you
Until
try.
you go post game.
Yeah. It's funny whenever you try to evolve a Pokemon in this that is from a later generation because it's like say you're trying to evolve Golbat into Crobat and it'll just say like it gives you the Golbat stopped evolving thing.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't press B or anything, like, it
Alright.
artificially stops you from evolving any Pokemon that isn't in the national dex.
Oh right.
That isn't in the regional one, I mean.
Can you get back on the SSN after this, or is that it?
No, that's
Nah,
it.
that's gone.
Oh. I played Red the other
Look
day.
how
and
big he is compared to
I
the
thought
ship.
Yeah.
He's King Kong, basically.
Yeah. Very slow animation is slow. I should have surfed over there to get you.
Yeah, because it's
Oh yeah,
the
it's
truck.
under the truck.
Yeah, I don't know how these rooms kind of got so widespread.
I don't know.
And,
I love the Mew 3 rumours.
hey, that's my Pokemon Mew 3. It's like Mewtwo, but more powerful.
Wasn't that what Mega Mewtwo Y was?
Basically.